Hi, this is Jack with Vacation Ease, and I'm here for your August news and deals related to destination weddings. So the first thing I have to say is very few deals, and actually that's the news. What I am seeing is that prices at the resorts keep going up and the perks at the resorts keep going down. We're seeing that resorts are sold out, and for some reason they just keep raising the prices because of that. And this is good information through 2022, all the way through June of 2022. We're seeing prices higher than my expectation of them. We are also seeing wedding date availability for weekends through, say, June, July, and August of 2022 just disappearing quickly. So, going back to the deals section, again, many of the new resorts are opening. We are seeing some prices that look good. There's a couple new Dreams resorts opening in Mexico. There's a Dreams resort opening on the west coast of Mexico. The prices look pretty good for 2022. People have asked me about 2023 pricing. The prices I'm seeing for 2023 are high, and in some cases the resorts don't even have their perks yet for 23, and if they do have them, they're just not what I expect. One of the things we're seeing for news would be COVID. So here we are in August of 2021. We now have the Delta variant. Things are changing weekly and daily. So my top tip, even though it's not news, is make sure before you travel that you check the website of the country you're going to, because things are changing periodically as to what the requirements are to get in, stay in, and come back. Now let's look at Grenada as an example. Grenada is a great place for a destination wedding and honeymoon. Grenada is now requiring negative COVID test to get in. Once you arrive, they want a negative COVID test, and in some cases they have certain hotels that you must stay at for 2 days before you can go out and explore. We saw that with Anguilla for a while, so that is Grenada. Another thing that's important as some news is passports. If you are planning a destination wedding for 2021 or 2022, I would highly suggest that you look at your passport, if you have one, and make sure it doesn't expire for at least 6 months after you travel. Now again, that's not a requirement for everywhere, but I would just make sure of that. Now, if you don't have a passport, I would apply immediately. We are seeing getting anything done with passports is taking any place between a month to 4 months. Yes, those things we used to be able to get done in days. So we used to be able to work with companies that would expedite things on your passports. The government is not working with those expediters. So God forbid you have an emergency, you almost have to go to your senator or representative to get anything done because you cannot work with the expediters any longer. Now for our friends up in Canada, good news, it looks like you can actually start traveling. We see that Sunwing Airline is starting to fly flights into Punta Cana and Cancun. It looks like they're scheduled from Toronto as well as Montreal. I'm talking to Air Canada Vacations for a client, and they're providing pricing in through 2021 and 2022, so it looks like their schedules are happening as well. I want to clear up some confusion. There was an article published about a week ago in USA Today that the state of Quintana Roo, which is where Cancun is, was requiring vaccinations, and the hotels were going to check the vaccinations. That is incorrect information. As of yesterday, I received word from a couple of the hotels that I emailed, and they said that is not correct. The government is not requiring a vaccination for you to stay at a hotel in Quintana Roo. You will still need, because of the CDC, a negative COVID test to get back into the U.S. That is not specific to Mexico. That is anytime you are in an international destination getting back into the United States, you do need to have a negative COVID test to board your flight. A couple of really good things we're seeing is new hotel openings. Hotels that were delayed because of COVID. As of yesterday, the Nickelodeon Resort in Riviera Maya just opened. We'll be down there for the grand opening ceremonies in September. We're also seeing another Hyatt Ziva open in Riviera Cancun. We're seeing some other of the Dreams resorts open in Mexico. So we've seen a couple of the Now resorts change to Dreams, which means they've gotten big upgrades. So if you were looking at Now Jade, Now Sapphire, Now Onyx, those are all now Dreams. So that's a great upgrade. They've added new amenities, they've upgraded their decor, so I think that's really good. Those are great options for your destination wedding. One other thing we've seen is that some of the resorts are reducing their perks. So Palace Resorts has always been one of my favorite resorts to work with. Their perks have been amazing. They just changed one of their perks. They used to provide one free room for every 8 or 10 rooms for you and your guests. They just changed it recently, and now basically they are only giving a free room for the bride and groom. So that is a big change because in essence, if you didn't take the free room, you got money, and you could ultimately get a lot of money. I also saw a request from Hyatt Ziva in Cancun that they used to provide 1 for 6 or 1 to 10. They provided me a quote with 1 for 15 free rooms. So again, going back to the first thing I said, is we are seeing the resorts increase their prices and decrease their perks. The good news is more and more places are opening up. Since I last did a video, I was in Greece for 2 weeks, felt very comfortable. The protocol are in place. I will be heading to France. You do need a vaccine to go to France, but we are seeing Europe open up. I still don't suggest planning a destination wedding in Europe just yet. I have a couple people on hold for that, but if you're planning a honeymoon for Europe, I think you should be good as long as you understand the protocol in each country, and everything is constantly changing. I'm Jack with Vacation East, so thank you again for watching the video. We'll be posting new videos every Tuesday. Have a great day.